Guys, Reiki, it is. Hey, hey, yo. Bro, what the hell is this? See which weather totem. You can set it to be stormy, overcast, and clear. Actually kind of crazy, but I don't got that kind of money. Wow, look who it is. I think it's cool, but I'm for like 200 crowns. Yikes. These kick streamers finally got taken into custody. Wow. You can probably guess who these are. Think you should try playing Warframe? Yeah.
About 5 months ago, I made a video covering the tragic
About 10
story
seconds
of a
ago, that was
streamer
really
named
loud.
Raphael Gravin,
I don't even
known
like 2 seconds.
online as Jean Parmenov. He was a streamer who was, for a long period of time, physically and verbally abused by people he considered to be his closest friends for their kick content. And they were in the middle of a kick marathon where Jean was once again the punching bag and the spittoon for them to basically torture throughout the entire thing. And after enduring so much exploitation and abuse, he eventually passed away on stream during this marathon. It is a disturbing, horrible thing to watch, and it is an extremely sad story. Obviously, people were very upset, rightfully outraged about the whole thing, so there were calls for action to try and get some justice here, get these kick streamers held accountable for their potential role in his passing. And I wanted to give you a little update because it's been a while. This had been a lengthy investigation that is still ongoing, but 2 streamers here involved in this have been taken into custody. Owen Sinanzin. Oh, I sound like a fucking idiot. Wow, I can't read that last name at all. I sound like I'm malfunctioning, like someone's got me on the DJ's turntable.
What the hell is that?
Owen and
Sanan
Safine Hamadi. They were taken into custody yesterday as part of a months-long probe into an on-camera death broadcast via the Kick platform. Now, many of you might remember the initial response from those involved in this marathon of abuse was to basically deny all responsibility, saying things like, his health was just bad, he liked to smoke and stuff, really bad stuff. Sucks to see him gone. He was like my best bud, my best pal. I love that guy, man. I'm real torn up over it. I can't believe it. But I had nothing to do with it. You guys are fucking stupid for thinking I had something to do with it. In fact, you're the monster for even thinking that me on camera beating him and, strangling him and all this had anything to do with his passing or anything at all. Ridiculous. That's been their whole strategy, is to just deny it and pretend like they're best friends and they're still so torn up that he's gone. Can't believe that this happened. It boiled down to them just playing a sad song on the world's smallest violin about how everyone's being so mean to them without stopping to consider their feelings about their friend dying during the stream of them abusing him for many days. And then, at one point, if I remember correctly, they even threatened legal action for people saying some defamatory things or whatever. It was a fucking mess. It was embarrassing and cruel. But it looks like French authorities are not buying the crocodile tears here from those kick streamers. They're being held on charges including assault, incitement to hatred, abuse of a vulnerable person, and recording and broadcasting violent images, according to the chief prosecutor. Now, you'll also notice in the paragraph above that an autopsy revealed that the death was not caused by intervention by a third party. This means that Raphael Gravin did not pass away due to physical trauma or any injuries that he suffered at the hands of the streamers or anything like that. It was due to other medical conditions. So you'll notice that they're not pursuing charges of like homicide. They're not trying to get these big slam dunk charges of these streamers killed this man on stream. Instead, they're going for what is clearly evident in all of the footage of their streams together. Physical abuse, assault, stuff like that, which I think is pretty obvious. You can watch them do that. That is the bulk of
I will be back in a second. Okay, I am back. How you doing, Journey?
Their content, they were abusing this man. They were exploiting this man. And they were recording all of it for their content and they were making money off it. It was their careers built off the back of their abuse of this man. It is fucking sickening stuff. So even though he may not have passed away as a result of all of the abuse he suffered from them, it certainly didn't help his underlying medical conditions in any way, shape, or form. We also have that text message that Raphael Gravin sent to his mother, talking about like how awful it is, the abuse that he suffered, that kind of thing. So they certainly weren't exactly angels here, and they didn't do anything to help him in any way. Even if they weren't directly responsible for his death, I definitely think it didn't help things at the very least. And these charges, I think, are probably pretty strong. I would imagine they stick because you can watch all of them yourself. Like, it's all just right there at your fingertips. It would be shocking if they don't end up behind bars. If this doesn't lead to them going to the slammer, I really would be stunned. This had been many months investigating. There is hours and hours and hours worth of content showcasing their abuse of this individual. I feel like it's an extremely strong case, but we'll see how it all shakes out. If you remember, they were actually taken in by authorities a while back, but they were released. This I do think is different, especially after months of investigating, so I'm pretty confident that there will be at least some level of justice here for everything they did. What that looks like with time in jail, I don't know. I guess we'll see, but this
like 2
should be
minutes.
a very severe punishment. What they did to that guy is beyond fucked up, and his passing is extremely sad. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you an update here to the story, and really, that's about it. So yeah.
Worst argument ever. How have I never seen this one? What the hell is that? Please enjoy your Disney slop. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the sales don't really agree with you there, bro. It outsold Endgame on its first week in box office. Wasn't expecting Alex to hate this movie so much. I mean, when your entire YouTube channel is probably built off of hating shit, yeah, probably. Let's see. None of you are ready for Barbie movie, but YouTube won't even show you this. Came in according to women who only read fanfic. Interesting. Most annoying theater kids. Netflix kind of ruined my favorite show again. Still the best Christmas movie. Okay, one thing, probably not even true. That's probably a sarcastic title. Netflix doesn't deserve a movie this good. Why did anyone let their kids watch Hook? Rise of the Guardian is not at all what I thought it was. Big Hero 6 is not what I expected. Like, his entire channel is based on hating shit. No one told me how insane the Narnia movies are. I mean, that one is probably, again, sarcasm based on all the other ones. Wednesday literally makes no sense. I mean, again, a series that literally made her fucking career because it was so popular. Putting out AI slap now, like, his entire channel is just based on hating shit. You know, and Stitch Remake is pretty dumb. So, I don't know. I think I could see this guy hating any... Like, if this guy puts out a video, he probably hates it. And this motherfucker gets paid 14 to 20 or 42K a month. Yikes. What's crazy is he probably just writes AI fucking... C.D. Hobbs, yeah. These are probably literally just AI scripts. He's like, write me a script on how much I hate this movie, and then it just spits it out and he just reads that shit. I guarantee it.
Today I went on a bit of a journey. I had a 2-hour road trip ahead of me, which for pretty much every sensible human being doesn't sound like a lot. But for a little troglodyte goblin like me who very rarely leaves his hidey hole here, and I never really venture it past the immediate
2 hours
Tampa
like
area,
average for me.
this was like the Oregon Trail for me. 2 hours may as well have been like a full-blown expedition here, like complete with rations and everything. And at the beginning of that 2 hour trip, I saw this video floating around on Twitter about a streamer having an argument with his girlfriend over something really confusingly silly. Even when we got to our destination and finished our task, completed the quest, and drove back, I still had it like in the back of my noodle here, just kind of jumbling around in my noggin because it's so baffling that this argument ever even happened in the first place. Like, if this was written into a movie's plot, I'd say that's AI generated gobbledygook because no one would ever argue about something so stupid.
Hey guys, it's Riley. Oh my god.
Riley never told me about this, bro. She never told me about this. This is news to me right now.
It's Riley.
I'm doing a little talk show.
Damn, she hiding stuff from me. Bro, she never told me about this. I'm surprised. I'm like, what the fuck? I never heard about. I thought she would tell me something like this.
But why though? It's a totally innocent YouTube video she made 10 years ago with her friends in high school. It's not like he just stumbled across something
insane,
important.
bro.
It's not like he learned some life-ruining information about his significant other here where he found out that her secret identity is Jack the Ripper and she's some kind of serial killer. It's not like he even stumbled across something like she is a former adult film star that she hid from him. Like, he found her hidden only.
Gonna change headphones to the IEMs. They're like really warm because I left them on top of the fucking PC. I did an oopsie.
Fans, where she was casting forbidden jutsu with her butthole for $5 on OnlyFans.
That is insane. What the
It was
hell?
nothing like that. It's literally just like a single YouTube video she made with her friends in high school that was seen by like 300 people. I think it had like 300 views, but I imagine a lot of that
How
came
the
from
fuck
his
did he
community
even find
going
it?
over to it. Realistically, it was probably seen by only like 2 or 3 people in the immediate friend circle of that group, and then left to die, just buried in the YouTube dusty library of videos that never ever see the light of day again.
Dude, someone in his chat. Maybe how
But
the fuck did they find
somehow,
it though?
someone in chat, like an archaeologist, cleaned off this fossil and submitted it to him
Oh,
as like
yeah,
a,
wow,
brother,
okay.
look at this. Did you know she made a YouTube video 10 years ago? And he seems so disturbed by it. And the chat starts enabling this insecurity saying, damn, she's hiding things from you. Like, what do you mean? This is like the most innocent YouTube video ever. We're in a day and age where pretty much everyone you interact with on a daily basis has a digital footprint. Everyone is filming themselves in every aspect of their life all the time and uploading it. It'd be more uncommon to find someone that's just off the grid and has no Instagram videos or YouTube videos, TikTok videos,
That would be more
something like
suspicious,
that in their
honestly.
past.
She was on a YouTube video? She never told me this? I'm finna crash out. This is
She was on a YouTube video with 100 views, bro. Like, what the fuck? That's no better than a Snapchat story. Like, this guy is insane.
wild. Yeah, bro. She never told me this.
Really?
Yeah, how are you not gonna tell me you did? Oh, so convenient.
Ow. Okay.
You're on speaker. You're on speaker now, by the way. But that's weird. That's weird that you never told me this.
I literally forgot about that. I don't know how they found that. I totally forgot about that.
It's more weird that you would want to know that. It's totally understandable that you would forget filming a single YouTube video, or even a couple of YouTube videos, 10 fucking years ago if it never took off. Like, what do you mean? This isn't some kind of like Oh my god, I'm dating a lying harpy. I'm dating a charlatan. Like, this is, like, the YouTube video is legitimately a nothing burger, and he's blowing this way out of proportion. He calls her up like it's some kind of emergency, like, I saw what you were trying to hide from me. You filmed a YouTube video 10 years ago with your friends, didn't you? You had your own little podcast at one point, huh? Oh, I can't. I've never been so hurt in my life. How could you have lied to me and kept this information a secret? Like, this is something you would forget about, like 100%. I don't understand, like, how this could even be an issue. That just feels like complete insecurity, or maybe like this desire for him to know, like, every single aspect of everything she's ever done. I don't really know. That's why I'm saying I can't really wrap my head around how this could even become an issue. This would be one of those things, like, if a chatter linked it, it'd be more concerning how they found it, A, and B, it'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Haha, I mean, what a goofy little find. Like, it's not a big deal, no matter how you spin it. And yet, somehow, he found a way to make it a big deal.
Interesting. I'm surprised you didn't tell me this. What do you mean, thanks? I'm surprised you never told me this. This is crazy. I gotta find this out from the chat.
This is really embarrassing. Thanks.
It's embarrassing for her, not me.
Why would that be embarrassing for you? What kind of delusional fantasy land are you getting bullied in? What do you mean? Like, who's gonna start shooting spitballs at you and throwing tomatoes? Boo! This guy stinks! 10 years ago, his girlfriend filmed a YouTube video once. Like, I don't understand. Oh, God, look, jeepers creepers, guys. I can't eat. I can't sleep. My girlfriend made a YouTube video 10 years ago. Yeah, so anyway, I broke up with her.
I didn't explain myself, which is really fucking annoying.
Why wouldn't you tell me about that?
First of all, I totally forgot about that. You could
That's
look
convenient.
It was so long ago. We never made it a serious thing. We filmed like 2 things.
We started 10 Talks together, and we like talked about being on a podcast, and you were like, I've never done anything like this before.
That wasn't
so
a
it's
podcast.
like people are saying like, oh, Yuri, why are you making a big deal? What's a big deal is it feels like I've been lied to. That's what it feels like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense. You see what's in his hand? That's why he's so fucking stupid. There you go. Figured it out.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
How? How is that in any way construed as her lying to you? About what? Do you also need her high school report card so you can check each individual grade in every subject? Like, if it turns out she flunked out of chemistry in her sophomore year of high school, are you going to say that she's a liar for not telling you that she's bad at chemistry or something? Like, what? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. It's entirely reasonable that she would have forgot about this, given it was 10 years ago, basically. And according to her, they only filmed like 2 videos, and it wasn't even like a podcast or anything. They just like talked at a camera, it seems, about nothing, really. Like, I tried so hard to figure out what there is to even be hurt by in this situation here, or what like you could feel betrayed by, and I just don't get it. He tries to say like they filmed something together and she said it was her first time doing a podcast, which seems to be a truthful statement regardless of this unearthed YouTube video, because this was just her friends sitting down talking about nothing. And it's very understandable that that's something that would have 100% slipped their mind, since they never made a series out of it. They never did anything with it past like 1 or 2 videos 10 years ago, a decade ago.
I wasn't lying to you. I genuinely forgot about it because it was never a serious thing.
I don't even know who those people are.
That's my friend Karina.
Cool.
And that's my friend Dalton, my gay friend Dalton. You could clearly
yeah, obviously, but I'm glad I'm learning this through someone in the chat 4 years later into our relationship.
I don't even know how they fucking found that. I didn't even know that was out there.
So you were relying on the fact that I would not find that out.
How am I lying?
No, I'm saying you were relying on the fact that I would not find it out.
Why is it a big deal?
It's not. But
stupid video.
But you're like, oh, I can't believe you found that. You should have never seen that.
When did I ever say that?
Yeah, now he's really reaching deep into his asshole to pull things out to be upset about. He's fighting ghosts. He's having an argument with an imaginary enemy in his own mind here. Like, it's not like she was relying on the fact that you'd never find this. This is something that she would never be thinking about in the first place, because it is absolutely just not a big deal. And the fact that you did see it is not a big deal either. Like, at all. I don't know why he starts, like, questioning her, like, I don't even know who those people are. It's like, well, yeah, you probably don't. It was 10 years ago, and I'm guessing they're not friends 10 years after high school, right? Like, it's just not that deep. Like, it's not hiding something from you. It's just, like, who cares about it? Like, why is that something she'd ever think to bring up? Like, sitting you down, listen, we need to have a serious talk. I made a YouTube video 10 years ago. No. There was nothing like bad about it. We just actually talked about nothing. But I needed you to know. I filmed a YouTube video once. Like, what's the conversation even supposed to look like there? It's a profound nothing sandwich here. There is nothing to be upset about. And yet he is still going on and on about it. I won't show you too much more. I'll just go ahead and show you how it ends, where he just decides to end stream in a bad mood about it, mad at her.
I don't understand how like you like just don't remember like, oh yeah, we did this thing before.
I'm not thinking.
It's not.
about
It's
it,
not.
like,
It's not like.
it wasn't a series. I was never
I
on
know-
podcast. I was never
I
doing
get it.
YouTube like that. I made a video before on YouTube.
Bruh. I'm just gonna stream, guys.
That's so stupid.
Everyone, have a good night. Peace.
No.
She's absolutely right. That is so stupid. I couldn't believe the argument that I had listened to here, so I just had to talk about it. That's really about it. So yeah.
Yikes. Embarrassing promo. I mean, they're all pretty embarrassing. Yeah, I spent a month training in half sword. I'm still trash. I found out the strat. The strat is beautiful. You just pick up a long sword, put it behind their neck, and then you just fucking go side to side. It works eventually.
I did you with that Banjo Kazooie because we got a wacky one coming in hot today. Over the years, I've made quite a few videos clowning on those promo videos or PR material, PR campaign type pitches from really out of touch politicians where they're trying to do something, but they're like extremely bad at it. It's very clear they're really unfamiliar with what they're doing, so it's all just really fake and performative. Like that one politician who was pretending to fill up his truck, and it was abundantly clear he had no fucking clue how to pump his own gas. I don't remember who that was now at this point. But I've always enjoyed laughing at those things, and today I saw a really interesting one here from Christy Gnome that had me giggling.
Here we are with Marco and Brian today. They're letting me roll with them. We're going to go out and pick up somebody who I think is got charges of human trafficking. We earlier had a
Who you think. So you don't actually know? You just think? Well, there's the problem immediately. Still crazy how this only happens in the U.S. Only the U.S. runs into issues like this.
that swept up somebody who was wanted for murder. So appreciate the good work that they do every day, and we appreciate them working to make America safe.
Now I know this video isn't super new. It's
Working to make America safe. Buddy, like 99% of school shootings are straight white men that were born in the U.S. I don't think it's going to be any safer in 10 years than it is right now.
from 2025, but a buddy of mine sent it to me and I've just been kind of giggling about it, so I wanted to yap. It's just so comical. I couldn't resist here. This drooling moron is pointing the gun directly at that dude's head.
I believe so.
I can't believe this shit wasn't shut down immediately. It's just so embarrassing. This is absurd. And I bet there's probably a lot of cope out there from people saying, no, I bet it's not actually pointed at the guy's head. It probably clears it. We just can't really tell from the camera angle. But I would argue, wiggling my finger, we can actually tell a lot from the camera angle and also from that dude's response to it, his reaction to it, because it seems like he noticed and side-eyed it and took a little bit of an uncomfortable shimmy backwards, and even then I don't think he fully got out of line with the muzzle. This is still, at the end of the day, something you just don't do. Like, I feel like most people, even their first time handling a gun, would most likely not point it directly down the fucking gullet of their friend next to them. I imagine most people's instinct would be to, like, point it away from them, like most people would do it at the ground. That's, like, the normal thing to do. So, like, what the fuck is this? Has she just had so much filler put into her face over the years that some of it has started to seep through the blood-brain barrier and she gave herself a lobotomy? Like, this is just nuts. It just feels extremely performative, and it makes me feel like she's never actually handled a gun in her life outside of the time she shot her dog. No one who has had any level, even the most, like, rudimentary understanding of firearms, would do what she is doing here. And the agent to her left noticed it, looked a little freaked out for a second, then took, like, a slight step back, to maybe get the barrel a little outside of his fucking temple that it was pointed at. But I mean, I can't believe they didn't shut that shit down. Are they paying attention? Like, are they lucid? Like, I don't know how that was allowed to persist throughout the entire video. Even if the gun is not loaded, it doesn't matter. The very first rule of handling firearms, and this doesn't matter if you're John Wick or fucking Paul Cheeseburger that just happened to go to a local gun range, the very first rule of handling firearms is to treat every gun as if it were loaded. And boy howdy, let me tell you, you'll never guess what the second rule of firearm safety is that Christy just wipes her whole asshole with. Don't point a gun at something you don't intend to destroy. It doesn't matter your level of experience. These two things, the first and second rule, are drilled into your head immediately upon any kind of training or any kind of course, or if you even just went for 30 minutes with your frat brothers to a fucking shooting range. They hammer these points home because they are so important. I can't imagine a world where someone handles a gun without knowing at least these two things. Even if you've never shot a gun, you have probably heard both of these rules before. They are that popular and that well known. And yet, here she is, pointing a gun at that dude's noodle right next to her. It's crazy, and it really makes me question what their training must look like if they're letting this clown march in there and flag him like that for the entire duration of the video. It's so painfully cringe. Even if she just quickly Googled how to handle a rifle or asked AI hey Grok, how do I handle a rifle for this promo video I'm filming? The first two things it will tell you most likely are to treat it as though it's loaded even if it's not, and to not point it at something you don't intend to shoot. I actually just tried it myself. I don't use AI for anything, but Google has the AI overview on everything that you search. So I just typed in how to handle a rifle, and literally the first two things it says: handle a rifle safely by always treating it as loaded, keeping the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. It's so embarrassing. I guess she'd been watching some action movies or maybe reading comic books, so wanted to strike a cool pose that she might have saw somewhere there. And the agent next to her is pointing in the same direction, but I can't imagine there's a 7-foot tall dude right next to him that's getting the fucking muzzle straight down his gullet like he is here from her. So I can't imagine he's flagging anyone off camera. But Christy, hooey, she clearly is. In front of God and anime, we can see that she is flagging this man like a motherfucker. I can't believe they wouldn't teach her just the basic fundamentals of handling a weapon. Not even muzzle awareness or anything, so they just let her flag him for the whole video. And I know I've just used that term multiple times in quick succession. I'll briefly explain what it means. I've been on a real revolver kick recently, so this is my newest one. It's a Smith & Wesson 45. It's unloaded. I would never point a loaded weapon at you, but it's this. That was me flagging you. You noticed how the muzzle pointed directly at you there? I've heard one person refer to it as sweeping, but I was taught flagging, so that's always been the nomenclature I use. So when you flag someone, it's when you unintentionally point the muzzle of a firearm at them. It's a big no-no. As you can imagine, it's something people take pretty seriously because no one wants to get shot. And in this video, it is so fucking obvious Christy has no clue what she is doing. Obviously what you're supposed to do, and it doesn't take some kind of enlightened super genius intellect to put this puzzle together, you're supposed to point a firearm in a safe direction. So typically, that'll be people pointing it at the ground, which is exactly what Christy should have done in this video here, but instead she wanted to hit the goddamn Yosemite Sam here, just blasting the muzzle right at that dude's skull. I cannot believe nobody stopped her from doing that, and I can't believe that guy noticed it and then still let it continue. He just took a slight step back, but he still didn't even fully get out of the way from the muzzle, it doesn't seem. It's such a fucking disaster here of incompetence. Now, if she was completely alone and she wants to hold the gun like that, okay, I suppose. I'm guilty of doing that too. I have a picture of me when I cosplayed as John Wick with my AR where I'm pointing it in the air on the back of a fucking dirt bike. But I was completely alone in that photo. There was no one around me. And so, that one's a little bit different than her pointing it right at that guy's head. Anyway, though, just wanted to make fun of this a bit. That's it. See ya.
Am I getting bullied by your own mother? Hate for Baby No Money. I mean, does that motherfucker even actually, like, release any tracks anymore? I don't think I've heard a Baby No Money song since that one right there. Apparently, yeah. And it looks like a majority of them are not doing too hot. Yikes. Quit making music? Did he actually? Why? Is it because of this? He was getting hate? Like what you were just doing? I mean, that's not specifically hate. That's just looking at the facts here. Like, they weren't doing too good. I'm gonna be honest though, if you are in any industry and a little tiny bit of hate actually makes you stop, then you were probably never destined for that industry. Like, really? Like bro couldn't just, like, I don't know, turn off the comments? Just even a little bit of hate. I mean, I guarantee it wasn't 4.14 million people, so it was like everyone all the time for no reason. I mean, you can see that about any artist though, especially outside of the US populace. Like, realistically, in the US, the US market probably has the least amount of unwarranted hate. I just personally don't really... Okay, I forgot to check the mail. I just personally don't understand what the point is of doing something like making music, especially in a industry that is known for hate, making tens of millions of dollars and still giving a shit about what some random person on the internet says. Like, that's either massive ego or you, for some reason, care too much. I mean, look at all the hate that actors get, too. Like, it's even worse in Hollywood, and... I mean, you don't see actors quitting because somebody didn't like their movie. Just like, oh, well, don't watch it. Like, it's actually kind of absurd to quit making music at this point because people are hating. If he had, like, 5 tracks and they had, like, 10 views each, maybe. Like, you know, easily gets to you then. But fucking 4 mil subs? Well, what's he plan on doing? Going to live streaming? They came, got some new thigh highs, they has paws. That's crazy. Honestly, though, when it comes to the Baby No Money thing with the whole quote unquote hate for no reason thing, the two other artists I would think of would be Eminem in the early like 2010s, or Kendrick recently. Well, not recently. It's been like 2 years now, but like imagine if either one of them just decided, okay, I'm gonna stop making music now. Like it's absurd. Like that is actually that's just crazy. Like it like when you think about it, Baby No Money had it easy too. Like he didn't have the entire media accusing him of school shootings like Eminem did, right? Like or fuck, even like does he even I want to make sure first before I say so. Does Marilyn Manson still upload music? He does, 9 months ago. That'd be like if fucking Manson quit. Like, it wouldn't really make all that much sense, generally. And again, even Manson had it worse. Manson's probably had it the worst out of, like, anyone, realistically. Like, by the numbers, bro is a mainstream artist, but he's never really even had the chance to, like, actually be mainstream. How much space do I have on my C drive? 26 gigabytes. Not enough for anything. I really need to get this video done, my god. I don't even, like, at this rate, I might even just not even edit the full thing. Like, I might just get, like, a 30-minute video and then just delete the rest of it. Because 250 gigs is way too large. And this shit takes so long just to load in before I can actually edit it. I don't know what to do now. I can't do anything that requires recording because I literally have 0 space. What are you doing, Hilarious? Grounded is on sale. What the hell? I guarantee you only the first one is, huh? Second one not? Yeah, it's not. Although you can play it free until February 2nd. Fallout 76 Mojave bundle. What the hell, bruh? What's the plan? No idea. I'm just looking at itch currently. Doesn't seem like there's anything good. This one is not released yet. That is cursed. Yeah, I have no idea. SS, I'm good. You need it. I mean, I'm not really like actively playing the game anymore, so. Yeah, we are, yeah. VSS, Veteran Sunspire, ESL. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no clue. May just end for today. Bro does not know what to do. Yeah, not at all. Could do so much, yeah, not really. Stream have a night evening, everyone. You too. Okay, yes, I will be back tomorrow night.